All right, music fans, welcome. Harmless Dave here on the Harmless Dave channel. Talking about, I don't know if this is even relevant. And I mean, just if you can, for a charity thing, if you can watch the video like this is a charity and you're doing a favor to a friend kind of a thing, as I talk about Dua Lipa in real time for a few real people out here just like you. Now, when you hear Dua Lipa, is that like the Italian long jump or something? Dua Lipa. Um, I'm here all week, folks. Don't forget, buy me a coffee. All right, but it's worth a coffee. Buy me a coffee. There'll be a link in the description of the video. Patreon, YouTube memberships, and PJ Rock super chats. By the way, PJ did it again. So, PJ, thank you, brother. You're the main reason I'm still doing these videos here. So here's the headline: Dua Lipa rides the highway to hell with ACDC cover in Australia. Why are so many people obsessed with this song? Everybody wants to jump on the highway to hell. I would prefer to take a different road, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm not going to get all religious, okay? I know people get angry when I start talking about Jesus and how he's the way. He's a way better. Let me put it this way. He's way better than the highway to hell. But it seems as though, I mean, she's only 29 years old. She used to be a model. She dresses like she's going to the highway to hell. All right. But they had to mention here on a classic rock radio station website. See, this is what I don't get. Do they play Dua Lipa on classic rock? No. But the connection, Dave, is they play Highway to Hell by ACDC. They play it every 4 hours because, it's the anthem of the baby boomer generation. They're all proud that they're going on the highway to hell. Great. Just fantastic. So the pop star put her spin on the ACDC staple during her show in Melbourne on Monday. So when you're in Australia, do what the Australian audience wants you to do. The cover paid tribute to the classic rocker's home country of Australia. They had to tell you that. Oh, man. It's a really deep website. It's deep. You're getting some deep, deep news here. The original Highway to Hell is the title track off of AC/DC's 1979 album, which was their last album to feature the late frontman Bon Scott. Written by a 5-year-old. All right, sorry. Dua is currently touring. Dua Lipa is currently touring Australia. I did a Lipa. I leaped for joy when I finished this article. She's currently touring Australia in support of her 2024 album Radical Optimism, which was recorded with another notable Australian musician, Tame Impala's, I hope I'm saying all this right, Kevin Parker. So none of this has to do with classic rock. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. Did her cover rock out? Were there guitar solos? I'm guessing it was probably done on a keyboard or a computer. Or maybe it was done organically, but who cares? Man. And they start off with this. When Dua Lipa sang that she can take you for a ride in her levitating. Okay, so that must be her. That's a hit song for her, levitating. Perhaps. See, this was tortured writing. Like, okay, how can I link the Highway to Hell to her hit song called Levitating? Let's get that done within the first sentence, right? Nobody who is listening to a classic rock radio station knows what levitating is all about, and nobody cares. So, you know what? This is the continued infusion of pop and hip hop and all that stuff into the culture at large. So you're listening to classic rock, huh? Well, you're not safe from Dua Lipa. We're going to talk about how she rode the highway to hell in Australia. Ooh. That's really just unbelievable news. Thank you. Can you give me some classic rock news instead of whatever this is? So anyway, if you're going to use my joke about Dua Lipa, the Italian long jump, I'm doing the Dua Lipa. Um, anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I know that was pathetic, and I apologize for it. You've got to take most of what's happening in the music world as, just like a grain of salt. All right. It just, okay, this is news. You got nothing. See, if you had another generation of music that came after ACDC that you could be currently playing on your radio station, no, not Nirvana, not Soundgarden. I'm talking about stuff that came out 5 years ago, which there was stuff that came out 5 years ago that you could put on your classic rock station, but you didn't play it when it came out. So obviously you have no interest in doing that. Now, a lot of people will just hit me and say, hey, there's no reason to pay attention to the radio. But it is interesting to me how they're infusing pop or hip hop or whatever, bro country, whatever it is, into what should be a classic rock website talking about classic rock things. Well, Highway to Hell, they're talking about, yeah, they're talking about some pop star, some diva, some Dua Lipa who is covering the song, which I guess makes it more mainstream for people now. Ooh, I had never heard of Highway to Hell until Dua Lipa did her version in Australia. Anyway, folks, I'm making way more of this and taking much too long with this video. If you'd like to help the channel, because as you can see, I do need the help. I mean, I need help in more ways than one. But Patreon, YouTube memberships, buy me a coffee, and the PJ Rock super chats. He's become a celebrity, much like Tony the Internet Tiger or Country Jim, who's also out there supporting and sending me all kinds of good stuff. But I appreciate everybody who's a patron. God bless you all. And just look out for the Italian long jump. Something you might want to just avoid.